I am Dr. Yasapa from Zion Law School. This is the free astrotheology course. So this is our textbook, y'all. The Astrology of the Old Testament, or Lost Word Regained. And in my opinion, the author, published in 1892, the author is Carl Anderson, and a link to the free PDF is in the community uh, page of my YouTube channel, Zion Law School. All right, so get the PDF downloaded. So let's get started. My opinion so far is that the author has been making his case very well. The only uh, the only negatives, well, actually, they're big. Uh, this author fails. Uh, this author fails to supply us with enough quote unquote biblical Hebrew words. Um, of course, that's the ancient Ibaryath. The etymology and grammar, the usage of those words in the text that he's referring to as it relates to the book of the law and also the New Testament. That's the big limitation to this book. Hold on, y'all. So all you need to do to see what I mean is crack open the Devil's Pulpit. The link to the free PDF is in the description area of this video, and compare the two. So the Devil's Pulpit, you get a lot of etymology from both the Old Testament and the New Testament. A lot of etymology. He takes you through the grammar also. Uh, but that's largely lacking in this book. Okay, but this book has its own advantages. Anyway, let's keep it moving. Page 185. Last paragraph. So we're still on Venus. We're going to pick up at the last paragraph. Venus represents a person fairly tall. So this is 1892 when this was published. So what is fairly tall in 1892? Complexion white. Of course, there's no such thing as a white complexion. Right? White, I think white, uh, the hybrids began calling themselves white somewhere around 1861. It is a civil status. Um, it's not a race or a complexion. Okay, so complexion white with the tinge of darkness. What does that mean? I never understood that, y'all. When you hear about hybrids saying someone is dark, I never understood that. To this day, I don't understand it. I never saw a dark hybrid. And I'm not being insulting, um, but I just haven't. Okay. He says a tinge of darkness like a brunette. So someone with brown hair. So this is very vague, very vague. Handsome, with lovely eyes. If blue, would be dark blue, often darker, almost black. Now I've never seen a black, blue eyes that are so dark that they're almost black. And I lived in Central and Eastern Europe for a couple of years, so I got to see the whole spectrum of eye colors over there. It's quite amazing, y'all, to see. Like, I've seen uh, having uh, domicile in Central and Eastern Asia for the years that I was there. I saw uh, what we would call let's what we would call hybrids today with African features. and with Asian features. No kidding. African features and Asian features. African women with African, the shape, the body shape of Africans. Y'all know what I'm talking about, man. Everything African. Only thing is pale face. Everything Asian. Everything Asian. Only thing is pale face. I kid y'all not. I've seen it with my own eyes, not just once, but many times. And it was so surprising because for many of us are old enough to remember when hybrid women they had no shape whatsoever. Maybe big breasts, but other than that, nothing. Right? Or maybe a thin waist, but other than that, nothing. But in Central and Eastern Europe, no, it wasn't like that at all. I saw hybrid women that had built like Moorish women, built like African women. If y'all know what I'm saying. Facial features, like the only difference was just the pale face. Okay, y'all. Anyway, let's continue. So y'all see some of the limitations uh, uh, in this book, particularly with trying to be able to learn how to distinguish someone born under one zodiac sign from the other in terms of the phenotype that the author is giving us. It's too vague. It's way too vague. And I've never seen, like I said, I've never seen anyone whose eyes were so blue that they look black. I haven't seen that. Anyway, he says a round face and not large, fair hair, smooth, fine, and in plenty. So fair hair, what does he mean? Fair as in light color hair lacking melanin? Is he talking about blonde hair, light, sandy blonde hair? What is he talking about? I don't know. Smooth. If he's talking about smooth hair, then that would exclude many Moors, right? Because uh, many Moors have kinky hair. By kinky, I mean very tightly curled hair. Some Moors have loosely curled hair, right? Some Moors have more silky hair than others. And actually, y'all should keep this in mind, especially women. You should know that blood flow to your hair and mineral nutrition affects the texture of your hair. So, for example, if you lack not only the texture but also the color of your hair, if you have a copper deficiency, you'll experience gray hair. No matter how old you are, you'll experience gray hair. If you have, I don't remember y'all if this is correct, thymine. It's been so long since I've, I've gone over this. It could be thymine, y'all. If you have a deficiency in thymine, it'll make your hair sandy brown. I guess I should check it before I speak on it. But y'all check that for yourself. Um, but it is the fact that this deficiency will result in what looks like blonde or light brown hair. Okay, y'all. And I stumbled on that. I stumbled on that in the Philippines. I used to wonder why so many children had this funny looking, like peroxided out hair color. And after looking into it, that was the cause, right? So your nutrition really does matter. And blood flow will lack of blood flow will not just make your hair not grow or even fall out. Um, of course, if you don't have blood flow the nutrition is not going to get to your hair follicles, and the toxins are not going to be carried away. So your hair is not going to grow, and it might become brittle and dry, break off, and you may have all kind of problems with your hair. But all of this is relating to nutrition. Okay, so one of the things that I used to do, like right now, I'm losing my hair at the top. But I know from my own experience, if I want to grow my hair back, y'all know all I need to do is let my hair grow. Just stop cutting it, and it'll grow back. I know from experience because I've done it before many times in my life. Right? If I let my hair grow, it'll grow back. It'll start filling in. If I use black seed oil, okay, I'm gonna tell y'all what I used to do to make my hair really shiny and healthy. In Asia, everybody wants to have shiny hair. Okay, so that's what I'm talking about. Y'all have to realize I've been in Asia. I've been in Asia 20 years, if not 20 years. Okay, uh, but everybody wants shiny hair. Health for them, healthy hair is shiny hair, no patches and things like. And believe it or not, the women have the same problems that the women in North America have. The same problems, hair falling out, it won't grow, the hair thin. They have the same problem. Um, but I think well anyway. So what I used to do, I would take black seed oil. I would take black seed oil, but you have to be. Well, I had to be careful with the black seed oil because I noticed that the black seed oil lowered my blood pressure. And the way I knew it lowered my blood pressure because sometimes I would feel light on my feet, right? So I knew my blood pressure uh, was reduced. So I had to pay special attention with how much black seed oil I was consuming. But it made my hair shiny and it helped with the blood with the circulation to my hair follicles. And my hair grew really. I mean, my hair was it grew so fast. It was so shiny, so curly that I could notice the difference between no black seed oil and black seed oil. It made it very, very silky shiny. But then also, of course, there's other things you can do for your hair. The women who want to, um, you can do, the old school remedy, which is the castor oil. Y'all remember? Are y'all old? Anybody old enough to remember castor oil? When you get sick, at least during my time, you get sick. Your grandmother or some older person, uh, would give you a teaspoon of castor oil. Y'all remember that stuff? Or rub castor oil on your face and your head. I remember that. But you could put castor oil on the part of your hair that's not growing. Of course, you can take cayenne pepper, which is great. Actually, cayenne pepper is great for a lot of things, right? Uh, one day I might do a whole video on cayenne pepper, um, its uses, benefits, etc., etc., etc. But cayenne pepper, y'all, cayenne pepper. Anyway, let's get back to it because I'm off topic right now. But hair is fun to talk about, right? And actually, I'm thinking about letting my hair grow. That might be why I'm talking about it so much. But yeah, I'm thinking about letting my hair grow. When I was in high school, I used to wear a bandana, and I had a look, right? And everybody told me I had a look, and I'm thinking about playing a bandana again, just radically changing my whole appearance. But anyway, let's get back on topic. Let's get back on topic. I really enjoyed the bandana, to be honest with you. I enjoyed that look. All right. So the author continues with Venus, a Venus person, a lovely mouth, and red lipped, enrolling, wondering eye, a body lovely and well shaped, one desirous of being neat, both in clothes and body, a dimple in the cheeks. Now that's specific enough to identify a Venus person, right? Somebody who has dimples. So he says cheeks. So if you got one dimple, that doesn't qualify. So Venus people have dimples, a dimple in the cheeks, a steadfast eye. I don't know what he means by that, y'all. And full of amorous enticements. When Oriental, when from the east, body inclines to tallness, or a kind of upright straightness in person. What does that? I don't get that. All right. Not not corpulent or very tall, but neatly made up. A true Venus person, a pretty, complete, handsome man or woman. What does complete man or woman mean? When Occidental, when from the West, one of short stature, yet very yet very decent and comely in shape or form, and well liked of all. So I gotta remember. I'm gonna reach out to Santos Bonacci by email. If anybody else knows how to contact him, please contact him. I want to ask him what can I read that'll give me more specific uh, phenotype details, so I can learn to differentiate a person, a Venus person from a Capricorn person, from a Virgo person. Y'all know what I mean? All right, y'all. We're on page 159. It would be cool to be able to do this, right, y'all? To be able to look at someone, and in medicine we call it a clinical eye. To be able to look at someone and then know, determine what sign they're born under, right? And then determine some generalities about their life, right? And remember, most people will be influenced by these cosmic electromagnetic energies because they're unaware, right? They don't have a knowledge of self. But when I say knowledge of self, they have a weak hermetic masculine mental energy. Y'all remember that? Everybody remember that? So they're not going to be able to. At least most people will not be able to consciously or unconsciously transmute or overcome the magnetic effects of the zodiacal age that they're born in and those associated with their nativity or birth chart. All right, they're gonna fall victim to the negative aspects of it. Okay, but anyway, let's continue. That's the benefit of knowing this information because when you know it, you know the hermetic laws and everything like that. You can transmute. You can overcome consciously overcome using higher laws against lesser laws. You can overcome the negative or the negative magnetic or electromagnetic effects that are present for your zodiacal age and your nativity chart. You can overcome it, right? And also, you understand things. You can understand things faster, uh, reduce or eliminate any type of negative energy or whatever. Okay, through your knowledge, and this is science, not devils and demons. Okay. Anyway, let's continue. Diseases of Venus. Diseases of Venus. Those of the matrix and organs. Wow. Those are the matrix and organs of generation. So that's your genitals, y'all. Of the reins, belly, back, navel, and those parts. Oh, that ain't no fun, is it? Bleep or gonorrhea. Whites. Look at this, y'all. Whites. What is whites? Is he talking about civil status? What is it? Whites of the eyes, white tissues? Well, what other tissues are white other than the whites of the eyes? Maybe I don't know. Maybe he's talking about civil status or the connotative race. Black, white, bleep or gonorrhea. Whites, venereal disease, diseases arising from inordinate lust. So now I think all over the world that would be what? Syphilis. What's another big one? Oh, hepatitis B. Hepatitis B. Hepatitis B, y'all, in my opinion, is worse. Well, never mind. Hepatitis B. What else? Anyway, there's a bunch of sexually transmitted diseases. Priapism, impotency, impotency. Wow, that's terrible, right? Impotency, hernia, diabetes. And savors are flavors. Well, let me show y'all this before we move on. Let me show y'all so you can see for yourself. I don't know why he put whites. Can y'all see that? I need a good old dictionary so y'all can pause this and read it on the replay. I need a good dictionary from the 1800s, 1700s, 1600s so I can understand exactly what the authors are talking about. Because scholars, you should be aware that unfortunately there's something called connotative linguistics, and the meanings of words, unfortunately, get changed. They don't evolve. They get changed. All right, and they get changed according to uh, the goals, the social, political, economic uh, goals of whoever's in power. Okay, because it's through language that you can control or you can influence and control someone's perception. Remember narrative transportation. Okay, y'all remember that? You can also put limits around what they perceive. Okay, and you can also do what? Through language. You can also control their thinking ability, their analytical ability through language. In other words, you set limitations on them. You put them in the box without them even realizing it. All right. But anyway, let's keep going. Okay. All right. So page 159. So in savors, which are flavors, Venus delights in that which is pleasant, usually in moist and sweet, or what is very delectable. So y'all maybe sweet fruits, uh, pastries, cakes, donuts, all this kind of thing, y'all. Let's see what else about Venus people. Uh, fine dining, right? Fine dining. Girl drinks, right? girly drinks. They're sweet and colorful and all of that. In all perfumes, which are unctuous and aromatic, and incite to wantonness. So she likes Venus women like perfume, and Venus men also like cologne. Good perfume and good cologne, sweet smelling cologne and perfume, right? For plants and herbs, see culpepper. So she rules, however, especially over those of sweet smell. See, the myrtle always green, the smooth leaf and white flower. Lilies are her favorite, and also the water lily. In trees, she rules, especially the apple. Now, I'm wondering if they're choosing the apple because of the myth that the apple, y'all remember the tree of the knowledge of good and bad, and the apple and the serpent, right? And y'all, well, hopefully you are aware uh, that the serpent in the tree is actually what? Feminine, the serpent woman. I don't know if we covered that yet, but if not, we're gonna get to it, okay? So yeah, that makes a lot of sense to me. Okay, but remember, it's not serpent as in it's not woman as in as in gender. It's woman as in energy, feminine energy. The Hermetic law of gender, masculine and feminine energy, not sex. Not vagina and ovaries and uterus, not that. It's feminine energy. Okay, so let's continue. All right, so lilies are her preferred, and also the water lily. In trees, Venus rules especially the apple. For other trees and shrubs, see culpepper. I got to get culpepper. Over beast, the hart or deer, panther, small cattle or rabbits. Small cattle or rabbits. What is a small cattle? Maybe anything that herds, right? Okay. Oh, small cattle as rabbit. Why is he calling rabbit cattle? Small cattle as rabbit. So I need a dictionary, an 1800s dictionary, so I can look up rabbits to see why he's calling rabbit a cattle. Okay, small cattle as rabbits, the calf and kid. Over such birds as the dove, turtle dove, wagtail sparrow. So JC talked about a sparrow, right? Y'all remember the story? Even these sparrows, right? They don't worry about eating or they don't worry about clothes, eating or drinking. Yet the Father takes care of them on a daily basis. I'm paraphrasing what JC said. Also, the dove, when JC came up from his baptism, and then the dove flew down. Y'all remember that? Also, Noah, when he let out, was it a dove, y'all? I think it was a dove, to see if there was dry land. Y'all remember that? So all of these would seem on the surface to have something to do with Venus, because that's Venus' favorite birds. But we'd have to go into the stories, right? We'd have to go into the stories um, to extract their astrological meaning as it relates to Venus. All right, and we'll be able to find that um, either in the etymology of the words, the grammar, right, the grammar rules that are there, or change grammar rules, right, and then of course the etymology of the words, so on and so forth. Okay, the history associated with it, philology. Y'all remember all of that I used to talk about in the other class. Remember the Trinity of the Gospel Busters. Remember that? All right, let's continue. The hen, the sparrow, nightingale, thrush, partridge, eagle, swan, swallow, blackbird. Of fishes, the most beautiful, the dolphin. All right. So anytime you see dolphin in ancient text, it's probably signaling Venus. All right. To those who to the initiated, it's signaling Venus. The initiated would be those who are on the inside of the house, according to JC's uh, words in Mark chapter 4, where JC said he speaks to the people only in parables, right? So that they would never, so that although having eyes to see, they would never perceive, ears to hear, they would never understand. Why? So that they could not ever repent, and so that they will always, for eternity, have no chance to be saved. In other words, they would be debtors, sinners, okay, no birthright, etc., etc., etc. This is what the author is talking about. Well, this is what I'm trying to get across to you. This is the relationship. Okay, now let's continue. Of places, gardens. Of places, gardens. So remember, Aries. Aries is said to be a garden, right? Also, well, let me go forward. Virgo is said to be a garden. Y'all remember that when we went over that? So there might be a relationship between Virgo uh, and Venus, okay? Because both are being referred to as a garden. So just what is that, right? What is that in the New Testament? What is that? How does that surface in the New Testament? I have some ideas. What about in the Book of the Law, right? What is it involved in? What stories? What verses in the Book of the Law? See, y'all, this can be very, very fun. This is like a game of discovery, right? It's like you're a detective and you have to figure all of this stuff out. Okay, or you're putting together pieces of a puzzle and you need to figure everything out. That's why I think this would be uh, uh, women would be very good at this because a lot of women they like to play detective, right? A lot of women like to figure things out, whereas a lot of us men we don't really want. And I'm one of them. I'm not really trying to figure people out. It's not on my. I'm not really interested in that at all. Okay, y'all. Let's continue. Of stones. Oh wait. So of places, gardens, fountains, fountain of youth, bridal chambers, fair lodging, beds, hangings, dancing schools, and wardrobes. Of stones, cornelian, sky blue sapphire, white and red coral, margarite, alabaster, lapis lazuli, because it expels melancholy, the beryl, and chrysolite. Venus governs the south wind, being hot and moist. That makes sense, right? Love, okay? Beauty, and temperament Of the air, Venus rules the languid zephyr. I need to look that up. Oh, by the way, y'all, I put a call-in number, so y'all can click the call-in number. When y'all can call in, the number is in the comment section, and y'all can enter into the live stream. I put the link for the live stream. Just be respectable when you come in, and don't come in pushing a religious doctrine. It's not acceptable. Okay, this is not a religious course, not at all. All right. Now you can show the connections, integrations, correlations, etc. with scripture or any scripture you like. Doesn't matter. Historical connections doesn't matter. But just don't bring in religion. I don't want that. Okay. I don't want religion to muddy up the video. Okay. Give me 1 second, y'all. I want to look something up. There's something that I don't know, so let me look it up. I don't know what a Zanguid Zephyr is. What is a Zanguid Zephyr? Languid, rather. Give me 1 second, y'all. Okay, languid, moving or speaking slowly with little energy. Languid definition, lacking vigor or vitality, slack or slow. Excuse me. Languid adjective, etymology, and more. So let's click on that. All right. There are 8 meanings listed in OED's entry for the adjective languid. See meaning and use. Let me skip down. So this word was very commonly used, y'all, in the 1750s, and it became less commonly used since the 1990s. Okay, so let's see. Give me 1 second. Let's see how to properly pronounce this.
Languid. 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 Languid.
So languid. Okay. Let's see. The earliest known use of the adjective languid is the late 1500s. Okay. So its earliest evidence is from 1595. Okay. So let's see. It has multiple origins. Now that's very interesting when a word has multiple origins. Either borrowing from French or borrowing from Latin. Etymons, languid, Latin, languidus. Y'all see that? Now, I would not be surprised if this word comes up. I wouldn't be surprised if this word right here, languid, is useful in some new information that I get. Sometimes it works out like that, y'all. You know, making that extra effort to look words up, I found is a key to me understanding something else. In other words, if I didn't look up the words, I wouldn't get the understanding or the realization or the eureka moment. Okay. So give me 1 second, y'all. Let me see. Languisher. Hmm. Wow, languisher, languish. Huh. Isn't that interesting? So nearby entries. So anyway, see etymology. Give me a second. No, it's not giving me. It's giving me a bunch of advertisements now. So let me check another. Y'all be patient. Let me check another source. So much advertising. Definitions of languid. If you describe someone as languid, you mean that they show little energy or interest and are very slow and casual in their movements. Wow, that sounds like a person who might have suffered from hyperthyroidism, hypothyroidism. Hypothyroid people tend to be like that. Okay. I remember, wow, I'm going back a long way, but in one of the hospital wards, we had a woman with hypothyroidism, a patient with hypothyroid. She was morbidly obese, and she literally moved in slow motion. It was an extreme case, but I never forgot that woman. I never forgot, and that helped me to remember the pathophysiology of hypothyroidism by seeing that patient. Synonyms of languid: inactive, lazy, different, lethargic, and then it goes on. So let's check out. I understand what it means now, but there's the other word. Uh, what was it, y'all? Zap was that word? Uh, Sapphire. What does that mean? Oh, west wind.
Zephyr.
Zephyr.
Zephyr. Zephyr.
West wind. A gentle breeze. Any very any of various soft, light fabrics, yarns, or garments, especially a lightweight, checked gin cam fabric. Oh, okay. So all right. Y'all see that? I'm trying to hold this in such a way where I don't fall and it doesn't fall and knock everything down. Everybody see the definitions? All right. Okay, y'all. So let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. In the temperament of the air, Venus rules over the languid zephyr. Venus rules over the lazy breezes coming from the west. The gentle, soft breezes coming from the west. Y'all see that? The gentle, soft breezes coming from the west. That's a really, really complicated way of saying that. I wonder why he chose to use those vocabulary words. I wonder if something is hidden in that. Why didn't he just come straight out and say the gentle breezes originating from the west, or gentle uh, west wind breezes, or something simple that everybody can understand? Why didn't he say that? Why didn't he say that? All right, so there may be something to this, right? Maybe something is hidden behind this, or maybe this is a signal. Maybe this is a signal for a connection to another story. Okay, y'all. Because otherwise, why is he using such complicated language for something as simple as a gentle westwardly breeze? In summer, Venus rules over serene or clear weather. Well, that makes perfect sense, right? In winter, rain or snow. Well, that makes perfect sense because why? Winter is very moist, right? It's very watery. Winter is very watery. Remember, water is the menstruation. Water is the menstruation of the earth. We learned that in this book a few pages or chapters ago. I don't remember. Why is it important? Oh, by the way, y'all, I meant to go through this the last two classes. I meant to talk about this, so I talk about it now. So, masculine and feminine energy, masculine and feminine energy, the Hermetic law of gender. So, Mama Earth, remember, Mama Earth, feminine, feminine mental energy, feminine Hermetic energy. Mama Earth receives rain, right? Receives rain from the heavens. And that rain is said to come from the Father. The rain would be equivalent to semen. Y'all see it? The rain is equivalent to semen, so masculine energy. So the rain pours down on Mama Earth, and then Mama Earth is impregnated, and she carries to term. She carries to term all of the vegetation. Let's focus on grapes. She carries the grapes to term. Okay, so the next generation of grapes will grow. The fruit will come out green, right? We used to have a grapevine. I know this process really well in our yard when I was a child. And then in July, the soil becomes fecundated, highly productive due to the SUN sun. And then that solar energy, that magnetic, electromagnetic energy, would then be taken up by the plants, and then the grapes would mature. The grapes would mature. So in the New Testament, this is when Jesus does his first miracle at his mother's request, and his mother's name is Mary, and Mary is Virgo. Mary is Virgo. Mary is Virgo, right? So we correlate that with Virgo, Scorpio, Zodiac sign. Okay, so in this sense, JC turned water into wine. Turned water into wine during the harvest. Y'all see it? So now we have the father and the mother. So the masculine and mental energy. And then JC performing his first miracle, which is turning water into wine during the harvest season. Okay, y'all. So that's where the notion, well, not notion, but that's where the notion of a connotatively speaking God being a father comes from. That's where God being a father comes from. All right. And that's the story. That's the story with that. Anyway, let's keep going. Let's keep going. All right. So in summer, Venus rules over the serene and clear weather. In winter, rain or snow. Venus's orb, her orb is 7 degrees before and after any aspect of hers. Her greatest year is 151. So 1 plus 5 is 6 plus 1 is 7. Her greater, 82. 8 plus 2 is 10. Her mean, 45. 4 plus 5 is 9. Her least, 8. So y'all can work out the numerological meanings of those numbers. In humanity, she governs youth from 14 years to 28 years. So y'all think about the sexual strength of people who are 14 to 28 years old. Okay, that's why Venus governs those years. But women are supposed to reach their sexual peak. I don't know if this is true. I'm not a woman, but this is what I've read in their mid 30s forward, right up until menopause. I don't know if that's true or not. But y'all women can confirm that. Anyway, let's continue. Of countries, she rules over Arabia, Austria, Campania, Vienna, Parthia, Media, Cyprus, and the sixth climate. So I got to find out. Let me Google it. I got to find out what the sixth climate is. And y'all should keep in mind uh, these these nations don't refer to nation states because remember these nation states are not ancient. They're not ancient. Okay, this book was published in 1892, and by the time of 1892, um, the the nations, the real nations, according to the bloodlines and everything like that, these had already been conquered or in the process of being conquered by the Han Umans, by the hybrids, right, y'all? So let's see, six climate. Let's see what we get. There's nothing coming up, so it's not giving me anything. So I think I need a specialized book for that. Y'all feel free to call in. The call in number is in the comment section, so feel free to call in with your comments. If you have questions, if I can answer them, I will. Okay, but keep in mind, don't be misled thinking that these nations are current, are the locations or are the current nation states or land masses that you might be thinking of, because they're not. Remember, this is ancient, and he's pointing to modern nations. All right. So Venus angel is Azrael. Azrael. Let me Google Azrael. So Azra, it sounds like Azel, right? Azel, Aziz. But let's see. Azrael. Azrael, angel in some Abrahamic religions, often identified with the angel of death. Wow. Y'all see? Azrael is often identified with the angel of death. Now that's interesting, right? Because Venus is the angel. Hold on. Azrael is the canonical angel of death in Islam and appears in the apocryphal text Apocalypse of Peter. Let's see. Let's go to Britannica. Let's go to Britannica. All right, so this is what it says: Azrael in Islam, the angel of death, who separates souls from their bodies. He, so it's masculine, is one of the four archangels with Jibril, Mikael, and Israfil, and the Islamic counterpart of the Judeo Christian angel of death, who is sometimes called Azrael. Azrael is of cosmic size, with his 4,000 wings and a body formed by as many eyes and tongues as there are living human beings. He stands with one foot in the fourth or seventh heaven, the other on the razor sharp ridge that divides paradise and hell. So let me show y'all. I'm not going to go further with this. So now at least we have some context. So we have some context, y'all. Let's keep going. It's a strange relationship, right? Let me go back. I just wanna check something real quick. A moment. Uh, well, from a from a from a from a doctrinal point of view, and I'm on page 157, we could consider Lucifer from a religious point of view, right? Let me not say from a Christian doctrine point of view, we see that Venus is or was called by the ancients Lucifer. But then it says goddess of love and pleasure. And it gives more, but on page 147. So Azrael being the god of death, but I don't know. In the Christian faith, Lucifer is the devil or Satan, right? And he wants to exterminate you, right? And he's the cause of death and all of, so on and so forth. So that might be one relationship. Give me one second. Give me one second, yo. But then also it mentioned white. Remember? White. Hold on. Hmm. See whites. What is he? I'm wondering if this has something to do with the angel Azrael. If they have, if whites here is relating to political status, whites, right? Or connotatively speaking, race, white and black. You know, I don't know. But in that case, angel of death, being the angel of Venus, would make a lot of sense to me because that political status has brought a lot of death. Has brought a lot of death on planet Earth, right? But anyway, let's continue. I'm just thinking out loud. Page 160. The Hebrew shish, an abbreviation of Ash-ish, the star of birth, the star of birth, being, or existence, is equivalent to the number 6. Isn't that interesting? The Hebrew shish, an abbreviation of ashes. So ashes is the full word, and shis is a contracted form or abbreviation, okay, of ashes, which means the star of birth, being, or existence is equivalent to the number 6. So you must remember that the green 5-pointed star on our Moorish flag represents Venus, or is Venus, the star of birth. Let me show y'all the star. It is the star of birth, the birth of civilization. Might that be what it's talking about? Being or existence. So I am literally means what? To be, or be, to exist. That's what I am literally means. If you look up in the ancient Phoenician slash ancient Ibaryath slash biblical Hebrew, if you look this up in a Strong's dictionary, I believe it's what's the Strong's number, y'all? What's the Strong's number? I should remember this. If you look up the root word for the tetragrammaton, I can't believe I don't remember it. Well, it'll come to me. But anyway, you'll see. But I gave you enough. The root word for the tetragrammaton. You should be able to find it on your own. Um, it's going to tell you that that word means be, exist. Okay? It means I am. So it's rendered I am. Okay? It is rendered I am. So the star of birth, being or existence, and those two are rendered as I am. Okay? Venus rules the 6th day. All right? So Venus is equivalent to the number 6 and rules the 6th day. Well, that makes total sense. Let me show you the Moorish flag. Give me 1 second, y'all. So this is the Moorish flag. Everybody see? The green star is Venus. The red background is symbolic of blood. Okay? Which is an abbreviation of Ash-ish, which means in English the star of birth, being or existence. Being or existence means I am. And it is rendered I am at Exodus chapter 3. I forget the particular verse, but this is I am, being, to be, being, or exist, okay? This is I am, or the great I am, which is the masculine mental energy when we look at it in terms of the Hermetic law of gender that exists outside of the physical body, which is everywhere and nowhere, which is always the same, does not change, and does evil and good. All right, everybody see that? It's equivalent to the number 6, and Venus rules over the 6th day. Shish also is the hissing of the serpent or serpent woman. Actually, Venus. Actually, Venus. Do y'all see it? The serpent woman is actually Venus. All right. So that serpent in the tree in the Garden of Eden would be Venus, the serpent woman. Now, I know that goes against Christian doctrine, but remember, we're dealing with astrology here. We're dealing with the encoded messages. the messages that are not for the general public. Remember, the author himself in the prefix of this book says that he wrote this book to Freemasons and other secret society members. All right? So this is the inner house that Jesus spoke about, the historical Jesus spoke about. All right? I believe it's in Mark chapter 4. As the principal house of beauty of Venus is Taurus. So the principal house of Venus is Taurus. The Hebrew Ashtoreth, which is the star of Taurus, or the Tarot, Tarot, the principal sign or beginning of the Ta cross, is applicable to Venus. Here's the Ta cross. All right. Taurus, the head of the bull. Leo, the head of a lion. Scorpio, the head of an eagle. And then Aquarius, the head of a man. This is the Ta cross. Our ancient Egyptian ancestors, you'll see them like this. Okay. And they're throwing up the Ta cross. Why? They're telling you who they are. The central sun dwelling between the cherubs, right? That's immovable and unchangeable. Moors, this is who you are. This is who I am. So we need to accept who we are, and change our self-image so that we can be, and have what our ancient foremothers and forefathers were, because that's who we are now. All right. So again, this is why the ancient Egyptians, our ancestors, threw up the Ta cross. All right. And this is why they changed it in Greek and call it the Tau. Y'all see that? It ain't got nothing to do with this. All right. So we're the central fire that dwells between the cherubim. That's us. See, we're the shining, gleaming ones. We're the glory. So we are the gods, connotatively speaking. Okay? As principal house of beauty of Venus is Taurus. Remember, the head of a bull. Ezekiel chapter 1, Revelation chapter 4. The head of a bull, this is the principal house of Venus. The principal house of beauty of Venus is Taurus. Let me show y'all this. See, y'all, this is our heritage right there recorded for us. Right there preserved and recorded for us. All we need to do is read it, study and analyze it, and then apply it. Everybody see that? This is our heritage. This is telling us who and what we are to do, be, and have. All right. The viewers say zero. It says zero. Yesterday it did the same thing, and when I checked it, the analytics, it was not zero. It was much more. I don't know what y'all are seeing in terms of the number present, but y'all like the video, share the video. Um, oh, by the way, look at this. They call this today. There's nothing evil about this symbol. This symbol has astrological meaning. This is ours. It's part of our heritage. Okay? It's part of our heritage, and they demonized it. Okay? They demonized it. I think they actually changed the direction of it. It's called the Tarot. They call it in modern times let me rephrase that. The hybrids call it the swastika, and if my memory serves me correctly, they changed the direction. Okay, but anyway, I want to do this again. Okay, I want to do it again. Let me show the flag. Let me show our flag. As the principal house of beauty of Venus is Taurus. The Hebrew, the ancient Ibaryath, Ashtaroth, the star of Taurus, or the Tarot, the principal sign or beginning of the Tau cross, is applicable to Venus and is a grand point of the cherubim, meaning a serpent, the tempter, y'all. Remember in the Garden of Eden, the tempter, Christ talked about the serpent as a tempter. Jesus rather talked about the serpent in the Garden of Eden as a tempter, meaning a serpent, the tempter, or Venus, the serpent woman. The moon is exalted in Taurus, and this sign signifies the jealousy of Sarah. The moon is exalted in Taurus, and this signifies the jealousy of Sarah, Abram's wife, Abram's consort, at the beauty of his concubine, as explained elsewhere. All right, now we have context about our Moorish flag. All right, the Moroccan Empire flag. Let me show it one more again. So y'all pause and read it yourself. This paragraph here. Pause and read it yourself. So when you read this, you're reading about you, our empire, our bloodline. Okay? Y'all see that? The serpent woman, the birth star, memorialized in the story about Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden. Remember, Venus is represented by a what? Apple green color. Apple green color. The five-pointed star represents the highest principles of the universe: love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. So y'all pause this on the replay. The link to the free PDF is in the community. It's on the community page of the YouTube channel here. All right, y'all. So remember the Ta cross. This is you. This is us, Moors. Never forget it. Never forget it. Wouldn't it be? I just thought about this. We should start doing this again, y'all. We should start doing this again. You know what I mean? In our photographs, or even when we greet each other. Well, somebody, I can't do everything, but somebody out there should research. When did our ancestors do this? Was it just posing? Or what occasions did we do it? And if we can find that information, let's bring that back. Okay, that's a very powerful reminder of who we are, right? That can help people change their self-image, upgrade their behavior, and always be reminded that they and the person they're talking to or dealing with is what? The central fire, right? The central fire, okay, that burns forever. Connotatively speaking, God, who is where? Who is immovable and between the cherubim, protected by the cherubim. Okay, if you know that, and then when you have a problem, let's say with the de facto agents, and you remember that the cherubim, that nature protects you, as long as what? As long as your behavior and thinking is at the level of the Christ, you have the protection of nature itself. And the people that you need will come to you, be there for you, appear for you at the right time and place, etc., etc., etc. You will be the what? In everybody else's eyes, you will be the wizard, the magician. And when I say wizard, don't think religiously. I'm talking about you will be the person who everything you do looks like magic to other people who don't know the sciences, right? It looks like magic. How did he do that? How does he always do that? That's what I'm talking about. But for those who are educated, they'll understand. Okay, so he knows how to use nature and the sciences to achieve his will. All right. Anyway, page 160. Let's continue. Let me take a look in the comment section, y'all. Let me take a look in the comment section. All right, so still no comments. Excuse me. What's going on, y'all? Is this too complicated for y'all? Y'all not interested? How am I to interpret? Okay, so let's see. One comment. Let's see. So this one comment looks like a troll comment. I don't know if it's a troll comment. Stinson writes, it's Jedi mind trick. I don't know the context when he wrote that, or she. Come on, Morris. What you stirred up? I don't know. Maybe this is above everybody's head. I have no idea. Y'all let me know if this is above your head or if you're not interested. If you're not interested, I won't ask you for your comments. I won't put the link anymore because it takes time. Trust me, y'all, it takes time and effort to do these live streams. And I have to pay. I had to pay out of my pocket to do these live streams. And it's not easy, trust me. But I feel very good about presenting the information about our flag to you. And I hope y'all will share it so other people will learn about our flag. Okay. Also, the Star of Taurus, let me show y'all the tarot. Let me show you the tarot. Now remember, the powers that be have made the tarot something that's derogatory and evil. But it was not derogatory and evil. I don't even see it. They don't have an image of it. There's no image of the tarot when I Google it. All right. They're only showing tarot cards. The only results are tarot cards. They don't show the tarot. All right, y'all. Hold on. This is very, very unfortunate. We need our own stuff for sure. We need our own stuff. So let me Google search swastika. I'll try to show y'all something if I'm able. One minute. Let me German. Let's see if I can find it and show you. So in Vietnam, you see the tarot. You see the tarot everywhere on their temples and everything. It's not evil here. All right. Hold on. Give me 1 second, y'all. All right. So let's see. So this is the swastika, but I'm not sure if this is the one that the German army used. So give me 1 second. So this is the many ways it's been represented. Y'all see that? So y'all can pause it. So the swastika is ancient. The Germans just took it. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Just a minute, y'all. All right, y'all. Sorry for the wait. I forgot where I'm at. trying to show y'all the swastika. Hold on. It's work, y'all. Work. So usually, not usually, but hold on. Okay, y'all. So I do these live streams between my classes that I teach. Usually before more be well before I got sick. Well, usually I will do these live stream classes. Hold on. Okay, so yeah, usually I will do these live stream classes before my first class, which one my time is 7:15 in the morning. 7:15 in the morning. So usually I get started around 5:30 to 6 a.m. in the morning. Okay, Monday through Friday to do the live stream. So that means I'm up very early and out of the house very early. Then also I live stream on my lunch break or between my classes, between my morning and afternoon classes, and if I have energy, if I have energy, if I have energy, y'all, I'll live stream again in the evening. But I got sick, upper respiratory tract infection, and it threw me off. Uh, but I'm getting better now. Not 100% yet, but getting better. I know what it was too. Actually, I know what it was and where I was at. you know. Um, but anyway, now it's summertime, so my schedule has changed. My schedule has changed, and um, 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 but, one more. Yeah. Okay. With, no sugar, honey. With honey. Yes. Thank you. Okay, so yeah, sorry for the break. So yeah, summer break now. So my schedule has changed. I'm still teaching. Uh, so so from time to time, I have to respond. I have to respond to my colleagues. Okay. So anyway, let's keep it going, y'all. Let's keep it going. So what I'm curious about, it says the moon is exalted in Taurus, and this signifies the jealousy of Sarah, Abram's wife, at the beauty of his concubine, as explained elsewhere. So of course, I'm interested in what the explanation is, what the astrological. When I say astrological, I mean the relationship to natural phenomena. No, uh, no spooky stuff. How does that relate to nature, to natural phenomena? That's what I'm referring to. Okay. All right. Anyway, let's keep it moving. I got totally distracted. It's it takes a lot of effort to balance doing this consistently, consistently, and I've been doing this consistently for years. But even still, it takes uh, discipline, right? Discipline and commitment, and having my priorities straight. Because trust me, y'all, there's a million other things that I could be doing. I am. Um, how can I say it? Anybody who's traveled in Southeast Asia knows that if you are American, you are a rock star. I mean, you're like a rock star, right? Everybody wants your time and attention, or at least a piece of it. So I got a million other things I could be doing socially, um, that I choose not to do. I prefer to do this. Anyway, let's keep it going. Page 160. The astrological character for the planet Mercury. You know what? Let's stop right here because this is going into Mercury. So we're going to pick this up on page 160, y'all. Um, I hope I inspired someone, uh, perhaps you, to. Hope I inspired you. Hope I inspire you to. Thank you. Hope I inspire you to do some research on these topics. I hope I inspire some people to contact me, uh, to collaborate, or if you have knowledge about astrology, um, to advise me, so I don't have to try to figure everything out on my own. Right? I can just talk to you, and whatever I need to know, you can advise me, and that'll accelerate everything. Okay? All right, so Shalawama, y'all. And y'all know Shalawama is a civics term. You don't know what Shalawama means? Um, I'm gonna pitch my own dictionary, right? Y'all go out and get my dictionary. A link to my dictionary is in the description area of this video. Y'all get the dictionary. Subscribe to 101 Ancient Ibaryath. Okay, that's my streaming course. Just go to my website, zionlawschool.org. Go there, subscribe to the class, and you'll see the civic meaning of Shalawama and its various forms. All right. So Shalawama, Islam to all the Moors, meaning I self, law and master. I'm the central fire that dwells between the cherubs, right? Assalamu alaikum.